Hi everyone, and welcome to your monthly pick a card tarot readings for the month of July 2022. If you're new here, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my occult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards the life you want. If that's something you're into, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you're always up to date on the advice that the cards have for you. I'll be doing 7 card readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the Borderless Rider-Waite-Smith with Obsidian, the Classic Rider-Waite-Smith with Red Jasper, and the Universal Rider-Waite-Smith with White Crystal. We also have 4 different oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. Pick one of each, and you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, the timestamps are in the description below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. Alright, group 1, happy Cancer season, and let's see what the month of July has in store for you. And okay, so right out of the gate, there's some delay or something happening. Okay, my first instincts was delay, but maybe as this reading progresses, the reversals will be interpreted differently. But and also there are 2 court cards here, so I'm not sure which one is you, which one is someone else. Maybe neither one is you, although I doubt it. Yeah, there are just too many different things that can be going on. So let's see if the past energy leading into this will offer us any hints. And we have the Hierophant reversed. So it's funny. I'm reminded of another reading I gave not that long ago, but I'll try to make abstraction of it because that reading also had a Hierophant reversed, and I don't want it contaminating this reading too much. But what I'm getting from this is some kind of glitch with your relationship. It's either a glitch with your relationship with a mentor figure or some kind of attempt to break with tradition. Let's see what the incoming influence has to say, and it is the Star. So, hey, you know, that's a great card to have right when we needed it. Let's see what kind of advice we have for you. Okay. All right, so the elephant in the room is that your entire reading is blocked except for 2 cards, but it's the Star and the Magician, and the Magician is at the bottom of your deck, which, you know, deflates its power a little. I think, wait a second here. What I was going to say when I started with I think is that I think that whatever this Hierophant reversed represents for you that you're bringing into your current energy, I think that there's going to be an opportunity to heal that relationship. And when I say relationship, it's not necessarily with another person, although the fact that there are 2 court cards here might, you know, tend to mean that. But what I mean is it could be a relationship with yourself, a relationship with tradition, a relationship with how you view this situation and whatnot. Now, I'm not sure what the Judgment card reversed is saying. My first instinct is to say that it's a delay and that whatever wake-up call that you are being called to do might come later. This could be an indication that whatever you're trying to deny will become undeniable with time. But before I speak more, I want to just take a moment and see what I can stitch together with these cards. Give me a second, group 1. So from what I've stitched together, I would say that if I had to pick one court card that represents you in this reading, it would be the Knight of Cups reversed. What I'm gathering now that I've taken a moment to really look at these cards and take them in, it's like there are people around you in your network who are trying to help you with something, and for whatever reason they're unable to get through to you, and it's leaving you with the impression that you're on your own, but you're not, and you haven't been. Even this Six of Swords, this one of the aspects of the Six of Swords is to, help people. This is a boatsman helping, a mother and her child move across this body of water, to go to the other side. And it's almost as if you know that whatever the tradition or mentor that you are being invited to follow is in conflict with your deepest desires. And what I would advise you, first of all, I will pull an advice card, so that's a no-brainer. But I'm gonna try to extract all the juice that I can from these cards as they are. So, like I was gonna say, what I would recommend you do is to realize that no matter the extent to which what you are trying to do comes in conflict with your deepest desires, I think it is important to acknowledge that this is a stage that you have to go through, and on the other side of that, there will be, a better day, so to speak, because the words that I use constantly with the star card are healing and regeneration, but there's also an element of balance, where she's pouring one jug of water into the water and the other jug onto the land, like just representing like the balance that is found between things. And she has this in common with the Temperance card. It's funny too, because nope. I was wrong. I'm going to scrap that sentence entirely. But two things. No, the main thing that the Star card has in common with the Temperance card is the notion of having one foot in the water and one foot on land. And the what I'm trying to say, Group One, is that this situation is temporary, and one way to make it more to make it more temporary, to make it to get through it faster, is to recognize the help that is around you, that you have access to right now, that is trying to help you, and to let people help you, because you're not alone. It's difficult for me to put a positive spin on the cards that could be ambiguous, given that your entire reading is reversed except for these two cards. And the thing is, the funny thing is, even though you're not alone, you are quite capable. And I think that is the message of the Magician here, is that it's almost as if either going along with the tradition or obeying whatever this mentor is trying to instruct you to do or recommend you to do, it's like it feels to you that it would make you lesser than, or that it diminishes you in some way. And the message of the Magician is that it doesn't diminish you, and that you can, like it's like you've had people who have been desperately trying to help you, and they're not getting through to you. So I would invite you to be open to them, and to recognize that they're not here to hurt you, and it doesn't diminish you in any way to get help from these people. Now it's time for the advice card, which is the Knight of Wands. That is interesting. I guess the Knight of Wands is like further reinforcement that you are well surrounded by people, and there might be this could be a call to there. How can I say this? I'm trying to find a right metaphor. Give me a second. It's like, okay, let's say that you I'm going to use work as an example. Surprise, surprise. let's say that you're working with a group of people on some project and you hate them all. Well, not hate. That's too strong a word. Let's say you don't like any of them. You think most of them are stupid. You have very little respect for what they have to say. That you know the boss is incompetent and doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. And you're kind of stuck with this group. But there's one person. Let's call her Janine. No, let's change names. Let's call her Mary. Yeah. So you're like, oh well, Mary isn't so bad, and the what the Knight of Wands, the way this metaphor that I just gave connects with the Knight of Wands is that there might be one person that you find that you have less antagonistic feelings towards, and that person might be the key to unlocking the rest of your. The rest of the network that has been trying to help you this entire time. So whoever Mary represents for you, it would be hilarious if that's actually a person named Mary or Janine. But yeah, like basically it doesn't diminish you to accept help from these people, even if my example was like more accurate than I realized, and that you really do think most of these people are stupid and that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It doesn't diminish you to get help from them anyway. And the fact that they're helping you is in no way a comment on your ability. So do I have anything else? No, that will be it. So thank you very much. Please use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading, and I will see you there, group 1. All right, group 2, happy Cancer season to you. Let's see what the cards have to tell you for the month of July. And in your present energy, you have the Chariot reverse, the Star reverse, and the 10 of coins. Like the first thing that's coming to mind with these 3 cards is that it's like there's a lot of abundance around you that you're not aware of, or not. It's like I'm reminded of the 10 of Cups in the Crowley deck. What gives me that impression, because you know the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is like this big happy scene. There's a rainbow and a family and dancing children and all that shit. But in the Crowley deck, it has a much more deflated feeling of, okay, my cups are full now what? And what made these 3 cards remind me of that card in particular is the notion of having some kind of accomplishment or goal or satisfaction or completion that should feel satisfying but somehow doesn't. Let's see what energy in the past is coming up. Okay, so I'm not sure what choice is related with this. Like the 2 of Wands is not helping me as much as I would like. So, so going on, you know, the feeling of now what? It's looking like there is some reflection to do. And what advice do we have for you? We have, okay. So it's funny too, because the impression of my cup is full, now what? Is very strong, you know? And just give me a second to see how I can come up with concrete advice for you, because it's funny too, because yeah, actually, before I even take this moment, it's like I'm focusing on the 7 of coins here. It's like the approaching energy is an opportunity to really take inventory of what you've accomplished so far. And the what is giving me a positive spin on that card is the fact that you have a 10 of coins in your present energy. Also, yeah, 3 of your cards are reversed and 4 of them are upright. So that's cool. All right, now give me a second. I'll just really absorb these cards and see what I can stitch together. I think I think the main thing that the Two of Swords is saying to you is to keep your head in the game and don't stop moving forward. What's the it's this combined with a bunch of things that is giving me this impression. So here's the thing: it's like if whatever completion or accomplishment or abundance that you have in your current energy isn't as satisfying as you thought it would be, that the worst thing that you could do is to stop and or give up, because you are a champion, and to have come to this way. This is also to have made it this far, and this is also represented by the fact that this guy on the Two of Wands is holding the world in his hands. You know, it's almost as if you had it all and you went to get more and now you got more and you're like, oh, is this all there is? And I think what the Two of Swords is saying is that, well, this might not have been it, but oh, well, actually, there's a dual meaning here. That this just came to me now because I'm looking at the 7 of coins here. One of the things that the 7 of coins is one of these cards that is ambiguous by design. This could be like if you look at the expression on this farmer's face here. And actually, this is a good question for you watching this video right now. What expression do you think this guy has? Because on one hand, it could be, oh man, here's to a job well done. This was a lot of work, but it was a lot of work, but I'm happy that I have this. And it could also mean, oh, is that it? Geez, this is a shitty harvest. So I think that, and based on your current energy, I would wager that your impression of this guy's expression is more the latter. That, oh, is that it? And I'm reminded of the 10 of Cups in the Thoth deck that I was talking that I mentioned early in this reading. So anyway, what I would tell you, group 2, is that okay, yeah, like I said, there are 2 possible messages here. It could be that actually now I'm of the impression that my first impression was wrong, but I'm going to give both anyway. So the first impression that I had was that if you have the world in your hand and you're going out for more and it's leaving you with this meh, is this all there is feeling, that maybe the satisfaction that you seek is somewhere else, and that you shouldn't let this current energy be an excuse for you to stop moving forward and to really continue to search for that abundance. And the other interpretation, which I'm leaning towards, but I wanted to share the first one anyway in case it's wrong. This is a collective reading. It's that it's that you had it all with you all along, this entire time. The world in your hands and the Two of Wands, the 10 of coins in your current energy, and the Empress as the supporting advice card. So the Two of Swords reversed combined with the Empress as advice cards could be saying that inviting you to take a moment to appreciate the abundance that you have, and that, something that I see a lot in the self-help videos that I tend to watch is that, comparing yourself with others is a guaranteed way to comparing yourself to others is a guaranteed way to feel bad about your situation, because no matter how awesome your life is, there's always someone better off that you can look at and feel inferior to, for lack of a better phrase, to feel like they're ahead of you or whatever. And the way to yeah, a better way to look at it is to compare yourself to yourself a year ago or yourself 3 months ago. I would wager, I mean, I'm recording this in 2022. I would wager that everyone is watching this. Everyone who's watching this is better off than they were last year. And to compare yourself to a point in time where you were not, where you didn't have access to this, would be a better way to get that healing and to instead of being this workaholic constantly going after the next thing, to take a moment and appreciate the things that you have. Yeah, that again, these are two interpretations. I'm going to repeat them. I'm going to repeat both of them because, given your situation, either one could be correct. Again, either the fact that this thing that you've obtained isn't giving you the healing that you thought you would get, that is not, you shouldn't use that as an excuse to give up and to stop looking, and to just keep moving forward, because you are a champion. You do have the abilities to accomplish whatever task that you set your mind to, and to get that abundance. And the other way is that you have had this abundance this entire time, throwing back to the world in this guy's hands, and that constantly going after the next thing. The reason it's not satisfying to you is because if you can't appreciate the abundance that you have now, then adding to it isn't going to help. So yeah, I think that I have said it all. So I will thank you very much for watching, and I will invite you to use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. Thank you very much, Group 2. Hey, Group 3, before I cut the deck, I want to, well, you can't see it in this lighting. I noticed that this card is marked. I don't know if I'll be able to get it, but there's like this crease type thing here. I don't know what card this is, and I won't find out anytime soon, but yeah, fun fact. Anyway, happy Cancer season. Let's see what the cards have in store for you. And in your present energy, you have these three cards. Queen of Coins, Five of Wands, and Ten of Coins, all reversed. There are too many different things this could mean. Let's see if your past energy is bringing us any clues. And we have the Ten of Cups reversed. Let's go with the Sun reversed, the Eight of Cups reversed, and the Five of Cups with the Tower at the bottom of your deck. Oh my God. Okay. Don't worry, Group 3. I got your back, all right? Just give me a second to stitch all this together. I just threw 7 cards down, 8 including the bottom of the deck. Let's see what we have here. All right, Group 3. So here's what I have. What I'm getting from these cards and what I've stitched together is that it's like there was some kind of harmony, a state of harmony among people that you care about. So there's a decent chance that this is family, but it could be like any group of people that you care about, and whatever whatever state of emotional harmony that this represents, something went wrong and it led to some kind of, I'm reading this as infighting. That's the word that keeps coming to mind over and over again with this Five of Wands here. And it's like the infighting is causing you to lose focus, and the Ten of Coins reversed is either it's either a delay in attaining this completion in the material realm, or a kind of glitch in your relationship with the material resources that you have available to you, which are aplenty, by the way. And what the Sun card reversed is saying is that it might not seem like it, but there is, how can I say this? This situation, it might feel like it's going to last forever, but it's not. And it might take, it might not end as quickly as you would like it to, but you do have something to look forward to, if only the lessons that you will have learned by going through this. What I would say, we'll get to these two cards shortly, but what I would say mainly about this Queen of Coins here, she's a very patient and focused individual. And what I'm getting from her in your present energy is that if you could find a way to regain your focus, this could be a way to, you know, help mitigate this situation and help navigate through it, to be that leader that is needed in this situation. Now let's come to these two cards. There is the main way that I'm tempted to read these two cards, and again, this is the main advice card, this is supporting advice card. The main way that I'm tempted to read these two cards is, don't walk away from this situation. Do not give up on this situation. You need to be there for each other through this difficult situation, whatever it is. There is another way to read it, which I will throw out just because, you know, it's a collective reading and this might be the way for some of you. This might be an invitation to overcome your reluctance to walk away from the situation and to walk away, you know? But again, combined with this Five of Coins here, what I'm tempted to read this as, don't walk away from this. You need to be there for each other. And there is, no matter what impressions that you have, whatever went wrong in the past, whatever impressions that you have right now, you actually do have access to everything you need to solve this situation. So yeah. The main thing is, don't lose hope, because there is a sunrise in your future. It might not get here as quickly as you would like, but it is coming. And yeah, don't lose hope. And also, as a reminder, you know, tower moments, I'm surprised this card isn't reversed. If it was reversed, I would read this as a particularly nasty tower. But anyway, it's upright. The reason I was getting into the tower at all is that the thing to keep in mind with tower moments is that as violent and upsetting and shocking, you know, literal lightning here, as shocking as tower moments are, there is a foundation that is unshakable, and the necessity of the tower moment is that it rids you of all that is not necessary, whether you like it or not, you know. And the funny thing is, despite, because I just said, like, ridding, it gets rid of whatever isn't necessary and just shakes everything down to the foundation, to the unshakable core. But I'm looking at the Ten of Coins right next to it, which is a reminder that it's almost as if this Ten of Coins is giving the message that the foundation of the tower is much higher than it normally would, and that whatever isn't necessary, that is being violently rejected right now, is how can I say this? It might sting a lot, but there is like the more you focus on the sorry, let's pretend for the purposes of this reading that the only thing that gets knocked off from this tower is the crown, and that the entire tower gets to survive upright. Once these fires die out, they'll be fine. Well, that crown, in this situation, this crown, which is the only thing that got knocked off, it really does suck. But you have a whole tower here. There are a bunch of people going through this same situation or a similar situation who don't even have this tower. And I think that that is the message that the Ten of Coins reversed is saying. And again, what I would advise you to do based on these cards is to center yourself and focus, because I totally get it 1,000,000% how whatever this situation is here can and the funny thing is, I was about to say distract, but when, like, let's say in the middle of this reading a smoke alarm went off, that would be a legitimate reason for me to be distracted from this reading and to either pause this video or not, but to like rip off this microphone that I'm wearing and to at least check it out. That is valid. But what the Queen of Coins is saying is that in this scenario, it would be for me to, assuming that the whole house didn't burn down, which based on this card it would not, to remember to come back to this reading and to finish the job that I did. I'm not saying this in terms of completion. I'm thinking this in terms of focus and patience. But what I'm saying is I understand how this is like your desire to break focus from this coin and to address this situation is absolutely legitimate and probably warranted. You need to be there for each other. But to not let addressing this take you away from this coin in the big picture, because once you put out this metaphorical fire, you need to focus back on, what is important. And again, I have the feeling that once this settles down, that all this abundance that you have around you will be there, and you'll be able to move from this situation all the easier. Yeah, I took a lot more time saying this than I thought I would, but yeah, I hope this helps. Thank you very much for, I almost forgot to pull an advice card. I knew I was going to do it, but your advice card is the Three of Coins reversed. So again, this isn't saying much that the rest of this reading hasn't said, and it's really a reminder that ultimately you have to be there for each other. The Three of Coins is a card of community, usually in relating to projects and work and whatnot. But the main thing to keep in mind is that if you walk away from this, and I'm coming back to my main interpretation of these two cards. If you walk away from this, you're walking away from the community that, although things look shitty now, is useful for you to grow. So yeah, I don't think that added much that hasn't already been said, but I told myself I was going to pull an advice card, and yeah. So like I was saying, I hope that helps. Please stay tuned for your Oracle card reading coming up right now. All right, everyone, this should be perfect framing, like that. Booyah. All right, so Group A, your card is the Abysmal. This is I Ching hexagram number 29. And the key words are danger, insecurity, overwhelm, unpredictability, hazardous conditions, dark emotions, facing fear, and courage. Those two last words, facing fear and courage, I feel funny saying trial by fire since this is a double water card, which is what made me go, huh, just now. I don't know much about the I Ching, but I know that, these like these combinations of markings here, they mean something, represented by like the eight elements according to this system. And I found it funny using the words trial by fire for a double water card. Anyway, coming back to the reading, the main things is to be courageous. And I know that, and I can say this, like, this fits basically no matter what reading I just gave you. If you pick this card, I can understand how things are tumultuous right now, and this is a reminder to just stand fast and face your fears, and that whatever experience you're going through for this month, it will be it'll be a way to learn what you're really made of. And I think that this is I think that it's a good thing, even though it's not gonna feel like a good thing as you're going through this. So yeah, what was it? There were two other things that I wanted to say before moving on. I'm sorry, Group A. Give me a second here. Yeah, the two things that I wanted to say is that, like, this might not feel good in the as you're doing it, but I have the feeling, based on this card and based on the three readings that I just gave, if you pick this card, that at some point in the future, you're going to look back on July 2022 as being like a threshold month where you really found out what you're capable of. And I think that you will surprise yourself. And I want to leave you by reciting out loud Frank Herbert's Litany Against Fear. Even though I don't use it, this is also a reminder of myself to use it when I feel I need it, but it is, I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the tiny death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will allow it to go over me and through me. And when the fear has gone past, I will turn my inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. I hope that brings solace to you, Group A. Group B, your card is the ninth house, exploration. This is like the first phrase that came to mind is step out of your comfort zone. I think that whatever situations that you I think whatever situations that the month of July brings you, a Group B, it will involve dealing with it from ways that you are not used to. The ninth house is the house of like long distance travel, and it is not necessarily like physical travel. It is it could be mental also. It's also like higher education, that kind of thing. And I think that this card for you, Group B, is an exploration. Sorry, it is an invitation for you to really expand the way you look at problems. I would, if this might be a good month to look up different creative thinking techniques and to try to combine things that you don't think normally go together, and see if you can make them fit together. Basically, to do everything that you can to expand your frame and to look at situations from as wide and as big as a frame as you can possibly conceive of. Yeah. Group C, your card is hunger. Here's the thing. I'm reminded of a reading I gave not that long ago where I pulled this card. I'm smiling right now. I wish I was on camera, but what the hunger card is telling you is try to remember what this is really about. What are you really after? What void are you trying to fill? And to be mindful of what you fill that void with. the things that you go after, to really consider, is this really what I need right now? I was gonna say what my body needs because I was taking hunger like too literally, but like the yellow cards are cards of expansion, so it's good to, you know, go after things and seek new things out. But the hunger card, especially given the readings I just gave, is an invitation for you to recenter yourself on what really matters and what are you really after, because the fact that you got this card might be a sign that the thing that you're after won't really satisfy the void that you're trying to fill. Yeah. Group D, your card is Indecision, Venus in Libra. I've pulled this card not too long ago also. Let me just look at this. I was drawn to the hourglass here. The funny thing is, actually, wait, is Venus the ruler of Libra? I think so. Leo, Virgo, Libra. So yeah, Venus is the ruler of Libra. Here's the thing, and my moon is in Libra, so I can understand the appeal of weighing things out and to really consider all sides of a situation. Like, I tend to do that in general. I'm pretty sure most of the networks that I'm in consider me an opposite, to be a contrarian. I would wager that most people that know me, if you ask them, do you think Sydney's a contrarian? They would say yes. And what I'm trying to get at is that I can understand the attraction to balance, to find that balance and to really find that deliberation and to really make sure that you observe every aspect of a situation, but to not let that be an excuse to, like, you know, I'm reminded of the a bunch of my friends have this problem where they're eternally preparing for something and they're eternally getting ready to do what they want to do and never actually do it. Well, okay, that part, that last part, very few of my friends do, but the eternal preparation part is a very tempting trap, and the indecision card is a warning that although it's tempting to just like spend a bunch of time weighing the pros and cons of every little thing, that, you know, you can't be doing that forever, because at some point Mars is going to have to come in and just make a decision. So yeah, try to keep that in mind, Group D. Thank you so much for watching. If your reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. I hope you have a fantastic month of July. Thanks again for watching. You take care. I'll see you soon.